cage.
Yes.
You're mine now, Logrolf. Kill him.
Okay. If I have to.
The mace of Molag Bal. I give you its true power, mortal. When your enemies lie broken and bloody before you, know that I will be watching.
A mace? This is hardly a fitting prize.
Know your place, mortal. Or Molag Bal may just send another champion to claim his mace from your broken corpse.
Try.
Now, I have a soul in oblivion to claim. Take care of the house while I'm gone.
Just try to send another champion after me. Look at the different powers to this mace compared to what I'm using. So, why am I holding those? 37 damage. Really? That's nothing. 176 damage to the weapon I use. I don't think I'll be using the mace. Actually, that's... What? Ah. I pushed the wrong button. So the one I use is Greatsword, 214 damage. There we go. You've got nothing I want. Is that all of that quest line done? It is. That was a short quest line. Actually, I'm going to undo that speak to Degain one, because I speak to him and he's got no new dialogue for me to say.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
I'll go that way later. Come up here. Search these places. And talk to the people here.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here.
I want to know about the Silverbloods.
It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Sidna Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim.
Who's in charge here?
You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep.
What kind of patrons do you have?
For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers.
Okay.
I have records I need to tend to.
Just here to work.
Is there anyone else in this place?
My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man.
You're an important family, I take it.
My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silverblood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted.
You're married to Thonar? What's he like?
He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar.
Okay.
Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
Nope. Not gonna do that. Pretty sure I come back here later.
Work silver, like my father, and his father before him. My wife Kira runs our jewelry stall on the market.
Got to keep my eyes open.
I'll go
Damn
across there
dragons can
later.
swoop down at any time. The finest jewelry in all of Markarth. Nuttiest beef in the reach.
So, when I can buy a house, this is the one you get in Markarth.
Excuse me. What's your business here?
Who are you?
If you must know, I'm the maid. And the master of the house is old and needs his rest. So if you don't have any business, leave.
Wow.
You again. What are you doing here?
I'm here to see Nepos.
We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Oh,
Well, hello.
Yes?
you don't do
Yes.
anything to stop me, and no one's actually talking to me, so... You could have just kicked me out and I
Need
wouldn't have
something?
done anything, but I probably would have tried to find a way in anyway, so...
You again. What are you doing here?
I was just looking around. But I didn't say that to you because I know you wouldn't like it.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
I'm going to go through the keep last. So now is the middle area. Shrine of Talos.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do.
I'll do? What are you talking about?
You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess.
You want me to find out why?
This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me.
Okay. What do you know about Margaret?
She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silver Blood Inn.
Okay. Who was Waylon? Where did he live?
He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers.
Who are the Forsworn?
They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people.
You've looked into these murders?
Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why.
Oh, I missed that part. Past
Be careful
playthroughs.
who you talk to.
It just makes what happens even worse. I'll go this way first.
Now, you're that new member of the Companions. So you, what? Fetch the mead?
How rude. I do more than just fetch the mead, as you put it. I do a lot for them. I did a lot for them anyway.
The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. I'm sorry, the Temple of Dibella is closed. You can receive your blessing if you wish, but the other sisters are in seclusion.
Who is Dibella? This is her temple?
A heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Dibella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer.
Instruction? Where do I sign up?
Well, you are lovely to look at, and there's so many things I could teach you, but I'm afraid the temple isn't taking in new students.
Okay.
Dibella's blessing.
So I've been in here once before when I suddenly woke up in here and there was a heap of mess that I had to help clean. I'm gonna go in there later. Do that mission later. Okay, nothing that way either. Now up the other side. I remember one time when I decided just to fight everyone in the city, I ended up going up right up to by that door and just fighting a heap of guards at that point. Okay, there are only guards and no one to actually talk to in here. But what I can do got nothing I want. Nope, nothing there either. I'll take the stuff that I can consume. I don't want to steal anything that I sell. That's the same place I've already been. So there's no one that's awake in here. Yeah, I was standing up here and just fighting a heap down here. Heap of guards there. I'll talk to everyone around this area now.
Got an axe here. Good for cleaving up forsworn.
What's wrong with your apprentice?
Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion,
The Imperial Smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Akrish, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example.
I'll bring one if I find it.
Thanks.
I'd like to make an investment in your business.
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this decision.
Why can't I?
If you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Why won't they let me make the investment? Where'd you learn to smith?
Excellent. I think you'll be glad that you made this. If
come
you
on.
change your mind, you know where to find me.
There we go.
Grew up in a stronghold. Every orc girl tended the forge at some point. But a girl has to grow up, and life in the stronghold asks for a lot in return. So I joined the Legion, mastered my trade there.
Okay. You grew up in a stronghold?
That's right. An orc stronghold. Kept to ourselves, lived as our ancestors would have wanted. Wasn't enough for me, though. I left. Didn't want to end up as the third wife of some lowly chieftain.
Fair enough.
Until next time.
I'm Gorse's assistant. I help him with the forge.
This just goes up to the city. Here's a shop.
I'm Bothella's assistant. She's the one you should talk to if you need an herb or
The
potion.
Hag's Cure is here for all your discreet needs.
That's a unique name.
Comes with living to a ripe old age. People start thinking there's something magical about you. Then, the insults. Still, a little knowledge of plants and potions can get you by. Not that anyone likes to admit buying things from you. See? I even have a little potion for the steward. Mind handing it over to him? Just say it should solve that problem he has.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you.
I'd like to make an investment.
Come to see the hag with an offering of coin, then. Well, so be it. I accept your investment.
Yeah, why couldn't...
Look at the pretty shiny coins. Now, how best to spend them?
No idea why I couldn't invest in that last one. What's your opinion on my calf?
We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear.
What do you know about the Forsworn?
Only that they break an old woman's heart. So many friends, so many kin, all lost trying to rebuild a past that was over long ago.
Okay.
Now, you let if you need a cure or anything else.
I've almost gone through everywhere. That is the Hall of the Dead, I believe, or that one is. That's Ruins and Hall of the Dead. Going this way, that's where I've already been. This way's to the keep. So now down to the mine, or the prison.
Beware the region northeast across the river. Forsworn.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working.
You having troubles with Mullish?
He's a damn tyrant, always being goaded by the Silverbloods to get more work out of us. They pay us next to nothing. We get beaten if we make a mistake. And where are our kind Nord rulers? What are they doing?
What if I talk to Mullish?
You're gonna try to talk sense into that orc? I'll believe it when I see it.
did you know Waylon?
The Forsworn? That's right, I'll say it. We all knew. Even that fat-headed slave-driving mullish knew. Just ask him about it. Another honest man lost in all this madness. And for what?
Who else works here?
Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Dagain broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick.
Tell me about the Forsworn.
We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out.
Okay. You're the one I need to talk to there. Okay.
You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here?
No, I'm not. One of your workers?
You hard of hearing. I run this smelter, and I'm late meeting our silver quota. What do you want?
Do you own this smelter?
What? No. Donar Silverblood owns it. He owns everything in Markarth. But he hands all the paperwork over to Nepos, the nose, to finish. That old man's back is heavy with burden.
What do you know about the Forsworn?
Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb.
Yep. I had questions about Waylon.
Whatever you want to know, I don't care. I run a smelter, that's it.
You know, you must know something.
Fine. I did notice something odd the last time we handed out the pay. Little extra slip of paper for Waylon. Took it right to his room after he got it.
Do you have the key to Waylon's room?
You want Garvey. He handles the keys for the Warrens. About the only thing that disease-riddled native is good for.
I want you to leave Omlu alone.
What? Are you telling me how to treat my workers? Do you have any idea how much metal the Silverblood family wants us to smelt?
You're working him to death. Lay off.
All right, all right. You sound like a damn Legion officer, but I get it. I'll give him a break. This better not hurt our quota.
Fight well. Can't talk. Malish will beat me if I stop working.
I've convinced Molash to ease up a bit.
I don't believe it. Someone's sticking up for us? Here, it's a week's wages for me, but you've earned every coin.
That's like 2 weeks' pay for me. I'll activate that one. I'm not going to activate that one just yet.
Everything all right?
See if they'll let me go in the mine. It is also the prison, so I think a texture here or there hasn't loaded.
Sidna mines for prisoner scum only. Keep out.
Keep out? Why?
This is a jail, owned by the Silverblood family. We use the prisoners to mine for ore. It's the most secure prison in Skyrim. Throw scum in, close the gates, no one gets out. So unless you're here to dig, you don't belong here.
You don't look like a guard.
We're not. The Silverbloods pay our wage. Every man here is a trained mercenary.
Okay. This looks so odd. looks like just purple goo everywhere.
I'm in charge of the prisoners here.
You mess with the Silver Blood family, you end up
No
here.
funny business. I'm watching. Huh?
You mess with the Silverblood family, you end up here.
This purple area unloaded textures look too weird. Well, there's that whole area explored. Now up to the keep. I've got 3 things I can do in here. Their clothes aren't loading.
You here to see the yard. No sudden moves, understand?
None of their clothes are loading.
City underneath the keep. Nishu on Zel. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there.
Why not?
I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon.
I could help you. I could help if you tell me.
Alright. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful.
What's a Hall of the Dead?
New to Skyrim? I was
No.
confused at first too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers.
Who's RK?
Arcade, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, that his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life.
Okay.
Tread lightly in the hall. Don't know what's in there.
His clothes are not loading either.
Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
I think I might, because it's a bit glitchy, save it here. I think I might call it a stream.